Welcome back for another video. In today's video we'll be exploring the best captain picks for Double Game Week 22. It's an exciting game week for captaincy because it's another double game week and bigger than the last, so there's huge upside if you know your captaincy this game week. I read every comment, so let me know who you've got the armband on. If you'd like to support me by becoming a YouTube member, the link's in the description, which includes early access to videos and a private channel on the Discord where I'll give team feedback. Enjoy the video. First up is Cristiano Ronaldo, who tops the predicted points for Game Week 22 on 10.03 points. He's run hot and cold at times this season, but for the double game week he has a reasonable pairing of fixtures up against Aston Villa and Brentford, both away games. Over the last 4 game weeks he has an expected goal involvement of 3.41, which ranks 4th among all strikers. Over the past 6 game weeks, Brentford are actually second best for expected goals conceded and third best for goal attempts in the box conceded, so it might be a tougher match than the green rating the fixture has. Though a player of Ronaldo's quality is capable of making something out of nothing, and he looks very likely to be the most captain player in Game Week 22. There's strong rumours of unrest and tension in the Man United dressing room at the moment, which could be a factor worth considering, and they haven't particularly impressed on the new manager Rangnick so far. Next up is Josh King, who has the best looking double game week fixtures, facing Newcastle and Burnley away. Newcastle host the Hornets off the back of getting knocked out of the FA Cup by League One side Cambridge, which was also played at home. Since Eddie Howe took charge, Newcastle was second worst in the league for expected goals conceded on 15.47 XGC, worst being Leeds on 15.78 XGC. Over that period they've kept a single clean sheet and given up 25 big chances, which is second worst to Leicester's 26. Dennis has looked in the better form and has the higher ownership, though it looks like we may not have the full picture regarding his absence from the African Cup of Nations. What we do know is that he was withdrawn at half-time in Watford's last league match and he missed their FA Cup game with a reported injury. With that in mind, Kane looks the more sensible of the two to consider at this moment in time. The final pick is Harry Kane, who will be disappointed by the news of Heung-min Son's injury, which is expected to rule him out for the remainder of the month. Many have been asking whether this will positively or negatively impact Kane's output, but having a player of Son's quality out can only be a bad thing. Kane's found some form recently, scoring 3 in his last 4 games, and over that period he's top among all strikers for expected goal involvement on 3.41 XG. No player has taken more than his 18 shots, 13 of which inside the box. His first of the double is the North London derby versus Arsenal, which is historically always an unpredictable fixture, though it's always been a fixture Kane's performed well in, with 11 goals and 2 assists in 14 league appearances against the Gunners. Arsenal are in good form at the moment, so it could be a cagey game, particularly considering their battle for top 4, where Spurs have an opportunity to overtake them with a win. We discussed Leicester earlier, who Tottenham play in the second of their double. Over the last 4 game weeks, Leicester are worst among all teams for expected goals conceded on 5.77 XGC, and they've given up 10 big chances, which is 3 more than any other team. Kane was subbed on in the second half of the FA Cup match versus Morecambe and scored off the bench to secure a 3-1 win. Leicester are in somewhat of an injury crisis, with a few players out with COVID too, so it's a situation to monitor in case of postponement, as is the case of all games at the moment. That wraps up today's video. Drop a comment and let us know who you've got the armband on. I read every comment. For now, thank you for watching today's video and please remember to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe so you don't miss future content. I shared a video this week on the worst FPL scores of all time. A link to that's on screen now.